All right, what's going on? Welcome. Keys up 5-4. We've got Shelton versus Fritz again. Back-to-back weeks. This time in a quarterfinal of a 500. So let's see what these guys can do. Last week they played, and Shelton won in 3. And then won the title. Well, that was the final, so he won the title. That's how it works. If you win the final, you win the title. And we got Keys versus Pegula. Bit of an American theme. And I'm not wearing this shirt to troll the Americans. I'm wearing this shirt because we're going to watch the Australian game later. Just so happens that Americans are playing. It's not my fault. I didn't make the schedule. If I made the schedule, I'd make all the matches right now so I could go watch the match live from a bar. All right. 5-4. Keys with the lead. Very hot day in Germany, so both Halle and Berlin are on fire. It's hot out there. Are the Aussies really called the Socceroos? Yeah. I'll be honest, it's better named than most teams. I mean, what's the US team? The US men's national team. The United States men's national team. That sounds like a very corporate name. Not gonna lie. It's not a very fun name. It's a very it sounds like somebody made that up in a boardroom. A bunch of suits made that name up. Come on, you gotta get a better name than that. Socceroos is a kick-ass name. Do they? By the way, chat, where are the Americans at? You actually, it's not called. You got a better name than that, though, right? Well, that's the official name that nobody uses because it's boring. Like, you got a real name though, right? Don't you have a cool name? Like the Eagles or something. Like, it's very dignified. No, it's very corporate. Love 15. Well, you got to have a better name than that, right? America. Well, there you go. That's a better name. The US. That's a better name. There goes the net by Keys. Yeah, we're not playing donations right now. Sorry. Thank you for the donations, though. I can see them, but they're not going to play out loud right now. 15-0. We'll play them at the end. We're just Americans. There we go. It's just funny when they say on the TV, they're like, the USMNT. And I'm like, you got to get a better name. All right. 30-15. Well, yeah, we're called the Socceroos, and we like it. We're proud. We're proud of that name. All right, lovely serve from Pegula, 30-15. The banter's already started, chat. It's going to start all day. We're going to talk shit all day, and then I'm going to leave, and I'm going to watch this match. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck does USMNT even mean? I know, right? 40-15. I thought it would be called like the USFC, like for US football team. Even that's better. 40-15. Speaking of football, Eala and Raducanu highlights has more views than FIFA highlights yesterday. Crazy. Yeah, but the FIFA matches yesterday weren't that crazy. They're not the teams playing yesterday weren't that insane. It's not like England, Croatia. 5-all. Pegula holds. Uh, 5-5. As Keys serves down the tee, the backhand of Pegula. Keys with the forehand into the slice of Pegula. Again, the front of Keys. Keys hits it out. And it's love 15. Serve again. From Keys, and Pegula hits out in the return. All right, 400 from Keys up the line at the back of Pegula. Pegula in the net, 30-15. $30-15. All right, Shelton, I think, is going to serve in this one. No, Fritz is going to serve. All right, I'm going to go Fritz in 3. I reckon he's going to get revenge. 40-15. Keys with a fault, second serve. I really wanted to go to today's match, but I'm flying to my dad's retirement party. Always pick family if you truly love them, people. As don't tell me that. Because my family might be watching and being like, well, Cam streams a lot. Actually, that's not true. I go to family events when I can, which is most of the time. I went to a wedding. 15 love. Is that because the net by Fritz? 15 all. But I have to, this is work for me, so it's different, I guess. Going to like a World Cup match over family, okay, that's a bit, that would be hard to explain. I have to work, so I got to, work is a better, is a more legitimate excuse, I guess. Going to the World Cup instead of going to see family for a retirement party is probably, yeah, that's a choice. That's a bold choice. You made the right one. You can always watch it with family, though, and it'll be more fun anyway. 30-15. Fritz is it a back up the line? Into the backhand of Shelton. Fritz comes in with a forehand. Shelton guesses right with a pass. Misses it. 40-15. All right, 40-15. All right, nice serve from Fritz, and it's 1-0. 1-0 Fritz. All right, Pegula's going to serve to stay in the set again. I'm trying to convince myself, and you're helping. Now, so you'll have way more fun watching the US-Australia match with your family, though. Like, I would love to do that. Instead, I'm going to have to watch it alone because I don't have anyone around that wants that. And I'll be live. We'll probably be live anyway. Like, by the looks of it, this match is going to go forever, and that means the Eala match is going to start late, which means the it's going to run into the football anyway. Love 15. Yeah, it's just going to be me and Mia watching the Australia match. All right. Love 15 as Keys tries to take this set. What about the Fed Square party? Dude, I don't live in Fed Square. Love 15. Fed Square's like an hour and a half away, and it's raining. And I'll be streaming and making videos until like 7 a.m., so I can't do it. Blame the Berlin schedule. Ruined it. If Berlin didn't schedule that match last, I would be going. But I'll just... What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to McDonald's and grab some breakfast, hotcakes, and some, like a burrito, breakfast burrito, and just sit on the couch with my dog and watch it on my projector screen. Which sounds like I could afford to go to America, but I can't because the projector was $300 and the projector screen is the wall. So it's not as fancy as it sounds. Projectors are cheap, chat. You can get a projector for like $80 these days. And as long as you got a wall, you can have a home cinema of yourself, but of your own. Not a sponsor. I don't even know. 30 all. It sounds fancy though, right? All right. First serve is a fault from Pegula. Second serve. But yeah, I'm just going to do that instead. How big is does it project on screen? I don't know. It just projects on the wall. So, thrift store projector. Now this one I bought cheap. I bought it on sale, but I bought a new one. Anyways, 40-30. I bought it on sale though. 40-30. Pegula takes us to a tiebreak. Raducanu has been struggling. Lower ranked players. She lost to Bolta, Starab, Ružić. Even lost on grass. Not surprising Eala took her out. Okay. Well, I am surprised. And I'm supposed to be a tennis expert, so. All right. Tiebreak. Who's taking this tiebreak? Who you got? Quick set, by the way. Tiebreak in 40 minutes. That is very, very quick. All right. Key serves. A fault. Second serve. As a return goes in from Pegula, the back of the Keys. Pegula with a volley, but Keys puts it away. 1-love Keys. Also 1-all in the men's match. All right. First point goes to Keys. This tiebreak. As a return from Keys goes into the front of Pegula. Front from Keys again. As Pegula on the attack goes up the line of the back of the Keys. Keys in the net. And it's 1-1. Someone in the stands of Halle was wearing a Argentina jersey. Looks great. Uh, 1-1. Ball serves again. As we just serve to the backhand of Keys. Backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Keys. Up the line of the front of Pegula. Pegula in the net. And it's 2-1 Keys with a mini break. 30-15 for Fritz. First games. 30-15. Ben is at number 5, career high, and number 1 US player. Yeah. 2-1. Key serves the fault. Second serve. As Pegula returns into the forehand of Keys, and Keys eventually puts it away. 3-1. 3-1 Keys. All right, Keys serves again. Into the backhand of Pegula. Return goes the forehand of Keys. Pegula with a forehand again to the forehand of Keys. Keys makes the error. 3-2. We're back on serve in this tiebreak. All right. 2-1 for Fritz. As Pegula comes in with a drop shot winner, 3-3. They change ends. Super competitive match, this one. I'll tell you, chat, I don't feel like American tennis gets enough credit. It is actually, I know how, like, there's that, 30-year drought, Roddick was the last champion, blah, 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 on the men's side. But, like, we're watching 4 of the best Americans in the world, and they're all, like, we've got 3 of them at top 10, and one of them's, just won a Grand Slam in the last 2 years. This is like, and we're not even watching Coco, right, who's the best of them all right now. Like, American tennis is doing all right. They're just not winning on the men's side yet. But American tennis is doing okay. It's pretty strong. All right, 4-3. And we got an Islamova, right? You got an Islamova. You got Tommy Paul. You got Tien, right? Some young talent coming through. Mickelson. I mean, there's a lot of good American tennis players going around. Jovic. I mean, American tennis is in a pretty good spot. Just needs a men's champion, so then, that whole, like, Roddick was the last, blah, 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 drought thing is over. But I'll tell you, American tennis is doing pretty good. Tiafoe's there as well. Korda, unfortunately, is not playing much, but he's there. Nakashima. You've got Navarro, who is on the comeback. 4-0 as that goes to the net by Keys. It's 5-4 Pegula. She's got the mini break. Where does tennis stand in men's sports? Is it baseball main sport? I think NBA is probably the main sport in the US. Would be my guess. NBA or NFL. As that slice goes out by Pegula. We're back on serve. It's 5-5. All right, 5-5 as Pegula serves again. Big point. As the backhand return goes in the net by Keys. Great serve, Pegula, 6-5. She takes the first set point. 6-5, Pegula. Shelton's got 40 love. All right. Keys with the fault, second serve. Second serve in the back of Pegula. Return up the line as a winner. Pegula takes the first set. 7-6 Pegula against Keys. And Shelton levels at 2-all in the first set as well. All right. First set in the bag for Pegula. Just need one to break through. By the way, chat, and maybe not like, I mean, you can give me a name and who you think it's going to be as well, but where do you think American men's tennis is going to have a new Grand Slam champion? What tournament? What tournament do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be at the US Open? Or do you think it could be somewhere else? All right, 8 winners, 7 errors from Pegula. 13 winners, 13 errors from Keys. 7 aces from Keys as well. But Pegula, she was just better on the tiebreak. Like, it feels like the US do the best. These two guys have made it far in America, in New York. Tiafoe's done well in New York. I mean, is New York the place where we're going to get a new men's champion in the US? Or is it going to be the Australian Open? Because the Australian Open also, Americans have done well, or the American men have done well there over time. Or Wimbledon. Like, which one of those do you think it will be? All right, 40 love. Fritz to go to 3-2. US Open. Okay. It does feel like the US based on recent results, right? I mean, Fritz made the final, Tiafoe's made the semis, Shelton's made the semis. So it does feel like the US Open's where the American's going to break the drought. Tell you what, though, Fritz or Shelton win Wimbledon, that wouldn't be bad for the sport. I feel like that'd actually be better. Like, if Fritz or Shelton won Wimbledon, and then they'd have that, like, coming home party when they go back to America and then they go to the US Open as a US Open champion, like as a US men's Grand Slam champion, I feel like that'd kind of be good for the sport. To have that hype going into the US Open if Shelton was the Wimbledon champion, like, that'd be kind of sick. Like, then they could have that kind of, like, celebratory, like, you know, go to Canada, go to Cincy, go to, you know, New York and have, like, a men's singles champion would kind of be awesome. Because it has, I mean, the last men's singles champion that played was Roddick, right? I mean, it's not so much the last champion was Roddick, it's more that the last Grand Slam champion who played was Roddick, and that was over nearly 15 years ago, right? Because Agassi was, you know, he retired, and Sampras obviously was retired as well. I mean, Roddick was not only the last champion, he was the last Grand Slam like active player on the men's side. So I kind of be sick if one of these guys did win Wimbledon. And then they could have that, like, you know, just like we saw in Halle with Zverev. When Zverev got introduced as the French Open champion, the whole crowd went crazy. Like, that's going to be like 100 times bigger when it's like Ben Shelton, Wimbledon champion. It'll be like fucking crazy. People are going to go nuts. Like, you know, or even Taylor Fritz, you know, Wimbledon champion Taylor Fritz, and then he walks into like Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's just going to like blow the roof off. All right, 3-2 Fritz. As that goes out by Shelton, love 15. All right. Nice serving from Pegula. She holds 1-love in the second. To the first set in a tiebreak. All right. First serve default by Shelton. Second serve. Cam's up all hours. You can always count on Cam. Mr. Reliable. That's what nobody calls me, but you can call me that now. Mr. Reliable. Mr. Always On. 15. Mr. Tennis. 15 all. I'm Mr. Tennis. So we get a drop shot from Shelton. 30-15. It's funny and sad, but true. That I'm always on. 30-15. Some would say workaholic. I would say passionate about the sport. Some call it addiction. I call it a hobby. I'm passionate. All right, I'm 40-15. 40-15. Shouting to level. Shelton with the serve volley. The volley goes wide. 40-30. Tennisaholic. That's exactly that is a good explanation. That is a great way to explain what I am. Yes, tennisaholic is that's a good explanation. 40-30. As we had a slice from Shelton into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Shelton into the forehand of Fritz. Shelton with a backhand slice. Fritz with the pass. Into the net. Tennis junkie. I mean, that's a little bit more crass, but we'll take it. 3-all. 3-all. 20 minutes. 3 all. 40-15. Keys trying to level the second set. As Keys puts a 4-game winner away. It's 1-1. All right, nice volley there from Fritz. 15 love. 15 love. Shelton, it's a return long. 30 love. Do I dream about tennis? No, I don't remember my dreams. I probably do. I don't, everyone dreams, right? But I can't remember them because I'm just so tired all the time. And then I wake up and then I'm live, so I just don't have time to... But no, I don't dream about tennis. As far as I can tell. As far as I can remember. All right. 15 love Pegula. 1 all in the second as Keys return to the front of Pegula. Backing up from Keys. Nope. Pegula hit it out. 15 all. All right. As a forehand from Fritz goes in. Nice shot. 40-15. That's Fritz with a great serve. 4-3. Don't worry, Chad. If you start hearing a helicopter flying away, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If the boogeyman loves tennis, then that would be Cam. $30 all. As Pegula serves. As it goes in the net on the return from Keys, 40-30. Love your tennis ball couch. I appreciate it. Cam, would you pick Nole as your second favorite above Sasha for Wimbledon? Yes. Yes. Now we get the deuce. Before the draw comes out. If the draw comes out and Djokovic is in Sinner's quarter, then I would say no. I think Sasha should be second favorite if that's the case. But as of right now, yeah, I think Djokovic should be second favorite behind Sinner. But a very close third favorite is Zverev. It goes Sinner, and then Djokovic Zverev like right neck and neck. I think for second. They might be equal second. It's like a by Pegula, deuce. But if the draw comes out and it shows that Djokovic and Sinner in the same quarter of the draw, because that could happen, right? 1 and 7 could play, or 1 and 6, whatever his seeding is, they could play in the quarterfinals. Then I would say, yeah, Zverev second favorite because Djokovic has to get through Sinner to win. It's a little harder to believe. But Sinner's the clear favorite. As the backhand return goes in the net from Keys, advantage Pegula. Is Sinner still the favorite? Well, I'll ask you this: if not Sinner, then who? Right? I mean, if Sinner's not the favorite, then who's the favorite? Like, how do you make an argument for anybody else? Like, you can say Zverev just won the French, but he's never done well at Wimbledon. You could say Djokovic could win Wimbledon. Yeah, but also Djokovic is 39 and hasn't been playing great lately. And even though Sinner didn't play great at the French, he still won 5 1000s in a row, was on a massive win streak, and he's the defending champion. So, like, you take the French Open out of it, Sinner's still been the best player on the planet for a long while, right? Since the start of March, it's been Sinner's Sinner's been the best. It's just that he had a bad French Open, and we kind of, he lost early in the French Open, and that was shocking. But I don't think that should affect his Wimbledon. And sort of back into backhand rally, slice from Pegula into the forehand of Keys. Pegula forehand on the stretch, goes wide, advantage Keys. 15:30 here. Fritz with a chance to get the break and serve the set. And advantage Keys to get a break in the second. Shelton forehand up the line. Too good. 30-0. All right, Pegula with a fault. Second serve. Advantage Keys. She returns it back into Pegula, but it's out by Keys. Back to deuce. You don't think his confidence took a hit? No. Chat, come on. Sinner's the favorite for Wimbledon. How is anybody doubting that? How can you doubt that? It's not even it's not even close, right? I mean, he's obviously the favorite. The French Open didn't change that. Maybe it made him maybe some people put Zverev a little bit higher after Roland Garros, but no. Does everyone forget that if it's Zverev Sinner final, Sinner wins, right? I mean, he's been winning. Sinner is the favorite. All right, advantage Shelton to level this first set. All right, advantage Keys to get the break here in the second. All right, Shelton serves. Into the forehand of Fritz. Return goes to the forehand of Shelton. Fritz with the backhand. Into the forehand of Shelton. Again, the back of Fritz. Shelton forehand into the forehand of Fritz. Drop shot's good by Fritz. Shelton's going to get there with a slice and slip over. He's down, Shelton. He's okay, though. He gives a thumbs up. He just slipped down. Fritz is like, you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. All right, deuce. He's all right. He's just getting up slowly, Shelton. Yeah, his feet just kind of... He's lucky that the way that he fell, that was lucky. He didn't sort of twist any... He kind of grabbed his knee a little bit, but... Yeah, he kind of grabbed his left knee a little bit. Because his knee kind of slipped, or his leg kind of slipped from under him, and he landed on his side. But he's moving all right. He's walking around. All right, 2-1 Pegula. All right, nice serve there from Shelton. Ace from Shelton. All right, advantage Shelton. As the return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Forehand for Fritz up the line. Shelton with the forehand cross court. Fritz backhand. Again, the forehand of Shelton. It's Fritz backhand again. Up the line is long. And it's 4-all. I'll tell you this, chat. I hope that we get to see Fritz Shelton at Wimbledon. Quarterfinal, semi-final, whatever. I hope we get to see it. Shelton's kind of moving around a bit sore. He's still grabbing that left knee. He's not... I mean, I think he's just a little bit cautious of what's going on with that knee. It wasn't like the Mboko slip where you could tell that the inside of her knee just completely tore up. It was kind of just slipped, and he kind of just slipped and lost his left knee, his left leg went under him, and he landed on it. So maybe just a bit of a knock rather than any ligament stuff. But why can't you comment about Pakistan? What about Pakistan? Good question. Okay, Pakistan. They're good at cricket. What do you want from me? What do you want me to comment on? Is there something going on in Pakistan that I need to talk about in tennis? Is Pakistan doing a tennis thing? Is that bro wants to talk about Pakistan? Okay. Is there a tennis event there that I missed? Are we going to Pakistan in what the fuck? All right, 40 love, Fritz. That's such a pick me question. Fritz serves. An ace down the tee. Shelton's definitely a little bit cautious on what's going on with his knee. I think he doesn't want to push it. Shelton didn't really attempt to move too much in that game. 5-4 Fritz. Which tennis player would have been the best soccer player? Rafa. Because Rafa's uncle played for Barcelona. Rafa would have been a great footballer. Like Rafa. Like, is that next question? 40 love. Like, that's the answer, right? No, there's no other answer. Except for that guy that like retired football and then came and played cricket. Sorry, played tennis. I read somebody in the chat talk about cricket. All right. Let's see if Shelton can keep this set alive. Tell you what, the ice packs are out. It is a hot day in Germany. All right, 2-0. Pegula to serve. Into the forehand now, the backhand of Keys. Forehand now from Pegula. That's a great shot. 15 love. All-American quarterfinal, yeah. Yeah, Americans on grass. They can do some damage. Shelton looks like he's okay. Let's see him serve. To stay in this set. 30-minute set too. It's another thing I appreciate about Shelton and Fritz. They do not fuck around. They play quick. Shelton comes to the net with a drop shot. Up goes a lob over the top of Fritz. Fritz going to go with a forehand around the legs. But then Shelton volleys it away. 15 love. All right. 15 love and 30 love for Pegula here. Is this Wimbledon Novak's last chance at another Grand Slam? Best shot? Depends where he is in the draw. If he's down the bottom half of the draw, yes. If he's up the top half of the draw, less likely. All right, 30 love Shelton. All right, 40 love Shelton. Shelton keeps on flexing that knee. That left knee is giving him some trouble. It's lingering as he serves. A fault second serve. Serving the backhand to Fritz. Backhand from Shelton to the forehand of Fritz. And then Shelton backhand in the net. And again, he's just kind of hobbling after hitting that backhand. 40-15. Yeah, Shelton might need the dock out here. Just to have a little bit of a look. All right, 3-2 Pegula. 40-15. As the return goes the forehand to Shelton, up the line of the forehand of Fritz. Shelton backhand. Down the line to the backhand of Fritz. Again, the backhand of Shelton on the stretch. Slice goes wide from Shelton. It's 40-30. All right, 40-30. All right, 40-30. Shelton serves an ace. All right, 5-5. Shelton's holding on with that serve. Back to Shelton. Back to Fritz. Serving to the back of Shelton. Return goes into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz puts it away. And it's 15 love. Fritz serves an ace. Down the tee. 30 love. All right. Pegula 3-2 in the second. There's been a fight from Keys. Into the slice to Pegula, and then Keys hits a forehand wide. It's love 15. All right, love 15 as that goes the net by Pegula on the return, 15-all. And Fritz holds, 6-5, first set. All right, serve from Keys is a fault. Second serve. Uh, 15-30. Trouble for Keys. As Keys serves a fault, second serve. As that goes out by Pegula on the return, 30-all. As Keys serves again. Serve to the forehand of Pegula. Return goes to the forehand of Keys. Keys in the net. Pegula's got a break point, 30-40. Did I finally get a chance to thrift? I didn't get to today. I went the other day for I ran to the thrift at 4:30. I didn't run. I drove to the thrift. And I got a good 20 minutes in there to get some stuff, but they didn't have much. But I did find Scream 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. That was a good pickup. As a backhand rally. Up the line from Keys, the winner. Too good. Deuce. So yeah, that was a great find. And then I just found a bunch of random movies that I hadn't heard of. And then I found this... actually, I did find something really cool. As a bit of drop shot from Shelton, and Fritz hits it low on the forehand. 15 love. There's a default from Pegula, second serve. So from Keys, second serve. So in the back end of Pegula. 4 now from Keys. Goes wide. Advantage Pegula. Advantage Pegula. Seems like this thrifting thing is getting out of control. Advantage Pegula. As a default from Keys, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the slice of Keys. Pegula 4 under the front of Keys. As Pegula 4 up the line is a winner. There's the break. 4-2 Pegula in the second. All right. Bro's like, you go to the thrift too much. Okay. Thrifting is good for the environment. It's fun. There are so many benefits to going to a thrift store. Yeah, one, you're picking up stuff that's secondhand, so you're not buying new things that circulate, right? Obviously, there's an environmental factor that you're buying things that are not going to landfill. And it is fun because you can find stuff that you can't find anywhere else. You find things that you don't even know you want. Like I found like the craziest shit that I didn't even know I needed. Like a ribbon chair for $30. Like that shit is crazy. God, like thrifting is great. I couldn't recommend it enough to anybody. Zach goes in net by Keys on the volley. It's 15-0. It's Shelton at 30-0 here. 4 in there by Fritz, though. Oh. Fritz knows that was a bad miss. 40-30 Shelton to get to the tiebreak. You find the coolest stuff at the thrift store. Or charity store. Whatever you call it. Whatever you call it in your world. It's great. My nan used to go to the thrift stores all the time. And she was the coolest. As that goes out by Pegula, 15-30. Yeah, you find such unique things at a thrift store. It's awesome. As the lob goes up by Fritz, but it's wide. All right, we're going to the tiebreak. Shelton Fritz, who would have thought? Who would have thought we're going to a tiebreak? Who's winning this tiebreak? Who is going to win this tiebreak? Your channel is cool and your dog is also cool. Thank you, Randy. I'm going to go Shelton wins the tiebreak. I reckon he steals it because Fritz has been... It's felt like Fritz has been in control of the set, but I think Shelton might steal it. All right. Serve. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return goes to forehand of Fritz. Fritz overhits it. 1-0 Shelton. Also, breakback points for Keys. As she gets it back to the back end of Pegula. Pegula hits it wide, and Keys does break back. This feels like the first set, but in reverse. All right, 4-3. One love. Shelton. With the mini break. This is the backhand for Fritz. Into the forehand of Shelton. Fritz with the backhand. Again to the forehand of Shelton, but Fritz hit it long. 2-love Shelton. So yeah. I found this. I have a bunch of these. And they're like CD storage. But it's a green one. I have like a blue one. And I have like a gray one. And now I have a green one. It was just sitting there like this, in the budget, like what is it? It was like the 50-cent DVDs that nobody wanted. We're just sitting like this in that, and I'm like, oh, I'll grab that. $8. All right, 3 Love Shelton. It's a great find. I wasn't even looking for that. I was looking for DVDs. And I turn around and that's just sitting there. I'm like, oh, that's mine now. I'm gonna get that one now. Thank you. It's in great condition too. All right, 3 Love. You don't even know what you need until you go there. Exactly. I wasn't going to find this, but I found it. I don't think it has anything in it. I haven't checked. Yeah. It's like a 2,000 CD storage unit. You can put like... I don't even know how many CDs you can put in it. All right, 3 Love. Let me just check if it's got anything in it. Oop. Let's not break it. That would be a waste. Yeah, you can store heaps of stuff in here. No CDs. I did find 3 of these with CDs in them before. That was awesome. The CDs weren't great, but... 3-1. So Fritz serves again. Shelton's got the break. Mini break in the tie break. And Shelton returns the forehand to Fritz. Into the forehand to Shelton. Fritz wins the point. Shelton in the net. What on earth is a ribbon chair? That's a great question. All right, 3-2 Shelton with the mini break. How often do I sit in the ribbon chair? All the time. Keys holds, 4-all. As the back end now from Fritz into the volley of Shelton. And Fritz has an air swing. Shelton goes straight through the middle. 4-2, they change ends. Love the shirt. May I ask where you bought it? To be honest, I can't remember. I don't know. I think I bought it from like an Australian like vintage what do you call it? Like sports gear thing. Am I excited for today's game? I am, yes. And nervous. 4-2. Only 1 mini break here for Shelton. Keys has won 9 of the last 10 points against Pegula. But she did that in the first set and she lost. So... All right, serve from Fritz, from Shelton as a fault. Second serve. As a return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Forehand from Fritz to the forehand of Shelton. As Fritz wins the point. Back on serve, 4-3. All right, love 15. Make that love 30 for Keys. All right, love 30. Chance for Keys to get the break here in the second. And then serve for the second set as we get a fault from Pegula. Second serve. As a return goes in the net by Shelton, 4-all. Is that $8 Australian? Yes. So like $4 American, maybe? Something like that. All right, 4-all Fritz serves, and then the forehand line of the forehand of Shelton. Fritz, forehand slice. Is a drop shot. Shelton gets with a lob, but it goes long. 5-4 Fritz. But it's still on serve. All right, break points here for Pegula. Sorry, for Keys against Pegula. As we get a fault from Pegula, second serve. That goes in the net by Keys on the return, and we get the deuce. All right, nice serve from Shelton out wide. It's 5-5. Someone's getting a set point in a second. 5-all. All right, Shelton serves again. Second serve from Shelton. 6-5. Pegula holds, by the way, 5-4. And Key's going to serve to stay in the match. Good hold by Pegula from 15-40 down. All right, set point Shelton. As Fritz serves a fault. Second serve. Into the corner, Shelton. Corner from Fritz. Goes long. Shelton takes the first. 7-6. All right. Shelton steals it. Fritz was kind of playing the better in the set up until the tiebreak. And then Shelton takes it. 7-6 in 50 minutes. All right. And Key's going to serve to stay in the match. This is a ribbon chair. And I'm going to sit in it. All right. Whew. Keys are serving to stay in the match. It's heavy, but it's comfy. 15 love. And I bought this from a thrift store, yes. It was $30. All right, serving to the front of Pegula. Return goes in the front of Keys. As Pegula up into the volley of Keys. Keys puts it away. Oh, it's 40 love. My bad. 40 love. Love. I've never seen anything like that ribbon chair before. Yeah, it's cool. That's why I picked it up. When I saw it at the thrift, I was like, I'm going to take that. That's my chair now. 5-all. Good serving. Do I sit on the tennis ball chair? No. All right, 5-5. Keys holds. Cam's architect background recognizes good design. Yeah. And when I took this up to the counter, the guy was like, "Oh, I saw that chair. I love that. That chair looks so cool." I'm like, it does. And it'll look great in my house. And it does look great in my house. 15-0. It's a little bit too short to sit in, though, for this. There we go. Just staring. I see you. All right. Here we go. Love 15. Nice hitting from Pegula. 15-0. All is Pegula. Good serve again. 30-15. To serve again, Pegula. And the return goes out by Keys, 4-15. Is it comfortable? It is actually very comfortable. It is very, very comfortable. Like, you can just sit back in it and you can just sink into it. It's really, really comfy. Like, it looks weird. And it looks like if you're going to sit in it, it's going to fall apart. But it actually is very stable and it's very comfortable. All right, Pegula holds 6-5. All right. All right, Fritz serving. 1-love Shelton in the second. As a return from Shelton goes into the back of Fritz. Fritz puts it away. 30-love. All right, 30-love. As a return goes in the corner, Fritz. Good drop shot. Shelton gets it back, but Fritz can't get it with a volley. Nice pickup by Shelton. 30-15. Fritz serves again. Very hot in Germany today. As we're back in now from Fritz into the net. 30-0. All right. Key serving to stay in the match again. She hits it wide. Love 15. Is it a forehand on the stretch? The backhand on the stretch from Shelton. Fritz comes to the net. Shelton with the pass. Is a lob. Fritz lets it bounce. And then misses the smash. 30-40. Shelton's got a break point. God, bad miss by Fritz. I just don't think he just didn't read it right. And oh no, he looked at the sun. He couldn't see the ball in the sun. He just looked up and went, the sun was in his face. All right, break point Shelton, 30-40. Serving to the backhand of Shelton, backhand for Fritz. Into the forehand of Shelton. Shelton overhits it. Fritz survives, deuce. As Pegula hits it long, 30-15. 30-15. By the way, chat, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, nice 7 for Fritz, advantage. We're serving to the back end of Pegula, but it's a let from Keys. As the return goes for Keys. 4-0 from Pegula. And Keys comes in and misses. It's 30-all. 2 points away, Pegula, from getting to the semifinals and maybe playing Sabalenka, who's playing Bartunkova later today. As we get a fault from... No, an ace from Keys. All right, 40-30. (40-30). As Keys serves again. Into the form of Pegula. From Keys into the form of Pegula. Keys with a volley. Pegula gets it back with a pass up the line. Too good. From Pegula, and we get the deuce. 2 points away again, Pegula. All right, Shelton serving at 1-all in the second. And he hits a forehand at the line, but I think he missed it. 15-0. All right, Key serves again. An ace down the tee. Clutch. Clutch from Keys. Advantage Keys takes us to another tiebreak. Serve to the back end of Pegula. Into the front of Keys. Pegula backhand. Again to the front of Keys. To the front of Pegula on the stretch. Keys. Forehand again. Pegula slice goes wide and Keys survives. All right. Tie break. What's up? I don't know. All right. Who's taking the second set tie break? Shelton holds 2-1 in the second. All right, Pegula trying to get this done in straights. All right, serve into the form of Keys. Return goes out. 1-love Pegula. (1-0) Pegula. As Key serves. A fault. The second serve. As we back up the line to the front of Pegula. Front from Keys is long. And it's 2-love Pegula. All right, Pegula with a mini break. And as that goes out from Pegula on the return, 2-1 Pegula. Pegula. She serves again. As the return goes forehand of Keys. Pegula with the forehand up the line. And it's 3-1 Pegula. Beautiful winner by Pegula. 3-1. Pegula. As Pegula with a fault, second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Keys up the line is a winner. We're back on serve, 3-2. Just wanted to say goodbye. Been with you since the start. I got to go now. Oh, Brendan. Well, you're welcome back anytime. As with a backhand win, a beautiful shot from Keys. As we get a fault, second serve. As we get a forehand rally. Keys into the forehand of Pegula, the backhand of Keys. Pegula with the slice. Into the backhand of Keys, and Keys hits it out. Oh no, it was in. 3-0. They change ends. What a shot. All right, 3-3. As Keys serves again to take the lead in the tiebreak. What time's the Eala's match? 5 hours from now? 4 hours? 5 hours? 5 hours. 5 hours from now. 3-0. Keys serves again. Into the back of Pegula. Pegula in the net. 4-3 Keys. 4-3 Keys. As Pegula serves again down the tee, but it is a fault. Second serve. All right, and that goes in the net by, or it goes out by Keys on the return. 4-0. 4-4. As we get a fault from Pegula. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Keys. Backhand slice Pegula. Keys with the volley. Pegula with the pass. Is good. And then Keys hits it in the net. 5-4 Pegula. 2 points away. All right, 5-4 Pegula. Shelton, by the way, 3-2. He stays in front. All right, Keys serves. Down to see the forehand Pegula return. Goes in the forehand of Keys. Keys puts it away, 5-5. All right, 5-0. Keys to serve. Serving the forehand of Pegula is a fault second serve. And there's a bit of slice from Keys. Into the backhand of Pegula. Keys with the backhand slice on the stretch. Again to the forehand of Pegula. Keys slice in the net. Pegula's got a match point. 6-5. All right, serve is a fault. Ooh, that was close. Second serve. As a return, goes in the backhand. No good from Pegula, and it's 6-0. Great return from Keys. She survives. They change ends again. All right, what a return. What a return. Six. Oh. Match point saved. All right. Pegula serves again. Into the back of the Keys. Keys in the net. 7-6 Pegula. Match point number 2. All right. 7-6 Pegula. As Keys serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve Keys. Into the back of Pegula. Return goes wide. We get to 7-all. 7-7. 2 match points saved. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got so much tennis coming up over the next couple of weeks. Wimbledon, of course, coming up in just over a week. Next week, we've also got Bad on Berg, which will be what we're probably watching mostly next week. I think that's probably the only tournament we're watching next week. So make sure you join us for that. Swiatek on Andreeva, both playing that. Raducanu as well. So big tournament next week. And then, of course, Wimbledon straight after. We've got a forehand up the line from Keys. That goes out. 8-7 Pegula. Match point number 3. Are these the 4 best Americans? No, Coco. Coco's up the best of all out of all of these players, and Coco's the best. Coco's number 1. All right, 8-7 Pegula. She serves. If we're talking about rankings, different story right now, but if we're talking about like who's the best player out of these 4 in Coco Gauff is the one. All right, return for Keys is a winner. 8-all. Pegula's just playing safe on the second serve, and Keys is just making her pay. 8-all. What a return. Even Pegula was just laughing like, really? Seriously, you're doing that now? All right, serve again, Pegula. Into the forehand of Keys. Return goes to the forehand of Pegula. Keys, backhand. Nope, can't get it. Pegula's got a 4th match point. 9-8. What a tiebreak. 9-8 Pegula. As Keys serves. Into the forehand, Pegula. Return goes into the back of the Keys. Pegula backhand up the line. Keys going to get over the forehand and hit in the net. Pegula finally wins. She's into the semis. 10-8 in that tiebreak. And she takes out Keys in a couple of tiebreaks. Very close match. They hug it out. But Pegula gets to the semis, and she's going to take on the winner of Sabalenka and Batunkova, who are playing later. again, just when we are focusing on Raducanu and Sabalenka and Swiatek and Andreeva, Pegula just getting through the draw. Just getting through. Just getting through to the semis. It'd be really fun to see her play Sabalenka. I think that's a match we really need right now. For Wimbledon preparations, I mean, these are the matches that we want to see where everyone's at. And a Keys-Pegula match, I mean, Keys is still going to be a very dangerous player at Wimbledon. She should be definitely a player that you should have on your radar going into Wimbledon. She is super, super dangerous. She was a little unfortunate today to have to not get at least one of those two sets. But, yeah, I mean, Keys is going to be really, really dangerous. Going into Wimby. All right, 40-30. Shelton, as he tries to lead. And, I mean, Pegula is the number, 4 in the world? So, for Keys to take the number 4 in the world to 2 tiebreaks just shows how scary she might be. And how scary she's going to be. We know she can play on fast courts. She won the Australian Open. She's played well on grass before. All right, Shelton holds 4-3 in the second. In just over an hour. Jess revenge from earlier out in Roland Garros. Yeah, she started Pegula just pops up at the right time. And that was a very, very good win. Very solid win. All right, here we go. Shelton. He's got the lead with a set in 4-3. Let's see if he can... Let's see if Shelton can get it done in straights or if... Fritz can make this a third set. Like they've been playing 3-setters for a while. I'm going to merge the streams in a minute, so just make sure you jump on over. Is Osaka playing before Wimbledon? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, 4-3. Fritz to serve. As Fritz serves again. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return the forehand of Fritz. Shelton backhand. As Fritz then eventually wins the point. Shelton hit it out. And it's 15-love. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We've got so much tennis coming up over the next couple of hours and days. I don't even know what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to have to watch the semis. There's a massive semi-finals potentially in Berlin, but also even in Halle. Winner of this men's match will take on Zverev potentially in the semis. So Zverev Fritz, we know how that goes. That would actually be kind of fire. Even Zverev Shelton though. I mean, Zverev Shelton on a grass court. That's fun. As Fritz hits a lovely drop shot and it's 40-love. And then like Medvedev Tiafoe or Medvedev FAA could be down the bottom. I mean, there's some fire matchups tomorrow on in Germany. 40-love Fritz. $40-love Fritz. Also, chat, we're almost at 300 likes as well, so thank you for that. Don't forget to like the video as well. All right, good serve out wide from Fritz. Shelton gets it back. Fritz with the forehand goes wide, and it's 40-15. 40-15. Fritz holds with an ace. All right, 4-4. 4-4. Shelton versus Fritz is kind of becoming Fritz-Zverev. I mean, it's definitely a common matchup. I don't think it's... I mean, if Shelton wins this, then maybe, yeah. It's becoming Fritz's kryptonite a little bit, but... All right, 4-0. Shelton with a great serve. 15 love. Love. There's a back and return from Fritz into the slice of Shelton. Corner from Fritz. Into the back of Shelton. Shelton in the net. 15-0. 15-all. Serve again. Is a fault. Just second serve. That was close for Shelton. Second serve. As the forehand goes into the slice of Fritz. Fritz in the net. It's 30-15. Nice hitting from Shelton. A good kick serve on the second. All right, 30-15. As the return goes nowhere because it was an ace. 40-15. Shelton serves again. Another fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Fritz, and Shelton leads 5-4. All right. Jump on over if you want to keep watching, but good win by Pegula. 7-6, 7-6. She gets through in straights. Wasn't easy, though. Wasn't easy. She is in to the semifinals. All right. There's my chair. Maybe I could have a co-host. They just have to sit here. It's a comfy chair, though. It's not that far away. They just wouldn't be able to hear them. All right. Shelton leads. Shelton leads. And he is one game away from beating Fritz again. What is Obsession on? Like what platform? Obsession is on at the cinema, the movies, the theater, the film, the movie theater. You have to go to the movie theater. It's not on streaming. It's not any of those places. You have to go outside into the actual theater. Backrooms is also at the theater. They're both at the movies. The cinema. I have to go see Obsession again before it's too late. All right, here we go. 5-4. Shelton leads. Fritz is going to serve to stay in the match. Yeah, they're new movies. They just came out. As a return from Shelton goes in the forehand of Fritz. Shelton, the forehand with the backhand. The backhand of Fritz into the forehand of Shelton. It's Fritz. Forehand again. The forehand of Shelton. It's Fritz. Forehand again. To the slice of Shelton. Fritz. Slice in the net. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes in the net from Shelton. 15-0. We haven't seen Fritz Zverev in a long time. I know, right? Fritz Shelton. Shelton Zverev is good too, though. As that goes into the back of Fritz. Shelton with the drop shot. Fritz comes in. Puts it away. 30-15. The winner of this playing Zverev is great for like Wimbledon preparation either way. It's a top 10 clash. Also, you would favor one of these guys against Zverev on grass. Like, I think the winner of this match against Zverev on grass got a very good chance of beating him. All right, 30-15. Also, if it ends up being Shelton, Shelton is on a streak. Zverev is on a win streak. So it's kind of fun to see that clash as well. 40-15. Return the net by Shelton. All right, Fritz holds. It's 5-5. Five all. There we go. Back to Shelton, who hits a great serve and it's 15-love. Serve again. Is too strong. 40-love. Gosh, Shelton's serve is ridiculous. As a return from Fritz goes to forehand of Shelton. Shelton hits it up the line for a winner. All right, 6-5. And it's Fritz going to serve to stay in the match again. All right. I just started following tennis around December, January this year. Still don't know every bit of every player's play style. Can somebody tell me what success factor of Shelton, how he wins? So he's got a massive serve, which is his big weapon, and a big forehand. But he can also come to that and volley. So he's a bit of an aggressive type, but he's getting better on the backhand. He can slice. But the big weapon is the serve. He's got a massive serve, and everything revolves around the serve. His serve is the key. Big server. What am I going to eat? I don't know. I have no idea. Without Sinner and Alcaraz, who's the next man up, the third best in the tennis world? Zverev. I mean, like it or not, it's Zverev. Zverev is the number 3 right now. He is the third best player, and he's got a Grand Slam to prove it. So it's Sasha Zverev. He's also very consistent, Zverev, so it's not like, Zverev only won the French because Sinner lost. Yeah, but he also made the semis and the final of every other tournament he's played over the last, for the most part, in the last, 6 months, right? I mean, I think he's only lost 2 or 3 times before the semis this year, maybe twice before the semis. So it's Zverev. Like, Zverev is the third guy. All right. 6-5. Fritz serving to stay in it and take us to a second set tiebreak. And do the serve. And it's an ace. All right. 15 love. Zverev's made the semifinals of everything except for Rome. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, it's like the answer is Zverev. Like, Zverev is the number 3. And it's not just because of his ranking either. Like, he is the third best player. And he's been the third best player all year. I mean, you could argue Djokovic maybe in January it was Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic in the Australian Open, but after January, sorry, since March, it's been Zverev. It's been Zverev as the third best player, and now he's got a slam to prove it that he is number 3, and that goes in by Fritz. Nice backhand, 30-15. And Zverev might be the second best player after Wimbledon if in the rankings if they play his way. All right, great serve from Fritz, 40-15. Is Pegula like Zverev on the WTA? I think Pegula's more like Fritz. Like, Fritz and Pegula are very similar, right? They've been up the top, they've been consistent, but they haven't been able to beat the big dogs in the big matches, right? Like, Fritz is stopped by Djokovic. He's been stopped by Alcaraz and Sinner. Pegula, she's been stopped by Sabalenka, Raducanu in those big matches, and Swiatek, in those big semi-finals, finals, right? So I'd say that it's probably more like Pegula and Fritz are very similar in that way. Is that they get to the big show, but they just can't get that big win when they need it, when we've seen them beat, Pegula and Fritz have both beaten those players at times, but not in the big match, right? The semifinals of a slam, Raducanu takes out Pegula, or Sabalenka, or Alcaraz takes out Fritz, right? It's just they have that roadblock consistently. So I'd say that they're similar. Then I don't think Pegula is the Zverev of. Because, Zverev's made multiple semis, multiple finals of slams. Whereas Pegula and Fritz, even if you put them side by side with their career results are very similar too, right? Both made one final of the slam, both made multiple quarterfinals of slams, right? A couple of semis for each. They're very similar in the same. They've got the same resume. Who's winning this tiebreak? We go on to another one. Surprise, surprise. So many. We've had what? Have we had 4 tiebreaks today? Have we had 4 tiebreaks today? This is the 4th tiebreak in the 4th set. Shelton, by the way, is talking to the umpire. I don't know what's going on. What's happening? What's he talking about? I'm not sure what happened. Anyways, return goes in the form of Shelton, but no, it's out by Fritz, 1 love. I'm not sure. Does anyone know what Shelton was talking to the umpire about? I couldn't hear it. To love Shelton. By the way, chat, I keep reading that there's going to be a Grinch 2. I really hope not. I think Grinch 2 would ruin the original. I don't want it. Can we say no to Grinch 2? As we're find out a slice of Shelton. Find out from Fritz. Did the back. Oh no! Fritz's shot went long. No, it didn't. It went in. Hawkeye just. That was weird. Anyways, Shelton hit it wide, so that's where Hawkeye was yelling. All right, 2-1. Cam has lost interest in Demon Oil nowadays. It's not that you come on, don't you know the rules? We don't watch Aussies. Come on now. It's not. Trust me, I keeping up to date with Hitchikata, Demonor, all the Aussies. We just don't watch them because I don't want to watch them on stream. Great serve from Fritz, from Shelton. Fritz gets it back though. Shelton comes to the net and Fritz with the pass. And then Shelton volleys it away. Too good. 3-1 Shelton. Beautiful hitting by Shelton. Austin Powers 4-2. Yeah, I don't want this shit anymore. Like, I'm over it. I'm over sequels. I'm sick of like remakes. Like, do something. I don't care. Like, you know what? A remake I don't mind if it's been like 40 years, but I don't want to toy like Toy Story 5 is apparently shit. I'm like, okay, I don't want to go see it then. As it a point now from Shelton. That's in the net. And it's 3-2. We're back on serve. But like, I don't want a Grinch 2. I don't want an Austin Powers 4. Like, Scary Movie 6, I get it because it's kind of funny. It's like a parody of like the Scream saga that keeps on going. So I get like Scary Movie 6 is kind of like, that's funny because it's part of the joke. Making so many sequels is a joke, right? Within itself. It's a parody of a parody, right? But I don't want to see like another sequel. That's why I like Obsession. Because it's like, it's new. Like it's original, right? 3-2, we're back on serve. As we'll find out from Fritz, the backhand of Shelton, backhand of Fritz into the forehand of Shelton. Shelton comes to the net, Fritz with the pass, in the net. It's 4-2, they change ends. Shelton. Who's the Djokovic of basketball? LeBron. All right, 4-2. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I said this like 5 years ago. Djokovic is LeBron. Federer is Jordan. And Nadal is Kobe. 4-2. Because a lot of people go like Jordan's a GOAT. And the same people that think Jordan's a GOAT probably think that Federer's a GOAT. Then all the newer people, like all the newer, obviously nowadays, it's like, well, by the numbers, Djokovic obviously the GOAT. And then I think Nadal and Kobe is just like, I mean, the intensity they bring, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, this is my opinion, and everyone's got one. 4-3. As with a fault second serve. As with a return from Fritz into the back of Shelton. Fritz with a forehand. Into the back of Shelton. Fritz is in the rally and gets the point. Shelton overhits it. 4-4. 4-all. All right, 4-all. Shelton serves again. Into the forehand of Fritz. Shelton with a volley. Goes out. Fritz has won 2 points in a row. He's got the mini break and he's going to serve for the second set. All right. All right, 5-4. As a return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Forehand passing shot from Shelton is too good. Fritz can't get it. 5-all. We're back on serve. Not a bad idea to come to the net for Fritz, but onto the Shelton forehand was not going to happen. Shelton's forehand is lethal. All right, nice serve from Fritz. And now he's got a set point. 6-5 Fritz. Fritz to take the second if Shelton doesn't make his serves. All right. 6-5. Serve is a let. It's like football. Federer's Cristiano and Djokovic is Messi. And Alcaraz is Mbappe. 6-5. Is that how we doing it? Is that accurate? First serve the fault, second serve. Fritz with a set point. Serve in the back of Fritz. Return goes for Shelton. Fritz can't get that one. Shelton, massive second serve. And it's 6-all. They change ends. Huge hitting. Am I watching the Australia versus USA match? These aren't pajamas. This is a rugby shirt for Team Australia. Yes, I am. 6-all. I'll be curled up on my couch, watching it on the big screen. All right, 6-all. Shelton serves. Into the forehand of Fritz. Shelton with the drop shot. Fritz can get it. And then Shelton with the pass. Fritz with the volley. Shelton with the pass. Too good. Fritz just didn't do enough with the volley. And match point for Shelton. 7-6. And Shelton just has Fritz's number. 7-6. 7-6 Shelton, but it's on Fritz to serve. There's a bit of serve from Fritz. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Fritz. Shelton with the forehand. Goes long. It's 7-all. Match point saved. All right, 7-all. And then ace out wide from Fritz. All right, 8-7. Fritz. Fritz with another set point. To take us to the third. As the return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Shelton drop shot. Fritz can get over the pass. Shelton with the volley winner though. 8-all. Nice hands. That's the difference, really. You know, one of these guys is very capable of volleys. The other guy just doesn't have the same hands. I mean, in this tiebreak, Fritz has missed the volleys. Shelton's made the volleys. Even Shelton's dad's just like, you're making it way too hard for yourself. 8-all. And to serve again. There's a fault. Jeez, that was right into the body of Fritz as well, but it was a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Return goes to the forehand of Shelton. Fritz wins the point. Shelton goes wide. 9-8 Fritz. He's got a set point on his serve to take us to a third. Oh, man. Shelton just pushed it wide. We just ripped it wide. No pushing there. He hit the ball very aggressively. All right, 9-8. Fritz serves again. Set point number 3. He serves. Into the back of Shelton. Shelton goes wide. We're going 3, baby. Fritz saves a match point. And we're going 3. All right. Nice fight back from Fritz. What a score. But will we expect anything different? These guys play ridiculously close matches. All right. We're going 3. We are going 3. All right. I know Demon's playing right now as well. What's going on with him? Sorry we didn't get to the donations before. Josh. I guess the pirate is asleep. Thank you, Josh. Go, Jess. Go, Bills. Nice outfit. Shubham says, I'm sensing an Andreeva channel slam for some reason. Or Krejcikova winning Wimbledon twice and Sinner on the men's side. And Azar, thank you for the 10. Heading to the airport and going to party with my dad in San Diego for his retirement. I'll catch you guys later at the beginning of Wimbledon. Always tell your parents you love them. Hey, great words. Thank you, Azar. Have a safe flight. If you're still here. If you're not here, sorry I missed that earlier. But thank you for the $10 and the 20 gifted as well. All right, here we go. We're going 3. We are going to the 3rd. People are turning up for the Zverev match, so the stands are full. Yeah. Can Badosa win today? Yeah, I mean, yeah, she can. I think Noskova's going to win, though. I'd be back in Noskova, but... All right, Shelton's just gone to the bathroom. I think they're having a bit of an extended break because it is so... warm out there. Wow, 1 second, chat. right. All right. 15-0. Final set. No, I was doing my... I had to do my laundry. 30-15. I was not going to the toilet. 30-15. Clearly, I had to... my laundry. 30-15. All right. As Fritz hits it for a winner, 40-15. Have you seen the ATP #1 Icons coffee table book? I have. I may have pre-ordered it. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it. Or I just threw my money away. 40-15. As we're going to return out Ben Shelton, and it's 1-love Fritz in the final set. Yeah, I saw when I walked back in, I saw Shelton was slipped. I hope he's okay. He seems okay. But the grass here is really, really weird. It's a weird, it's a weird, surface. And it's in the shade at the back, so it gets pretty slippery back there. Why not laundry during the day to hang outside? Well, one, it was raining all day, so if I put it outside, that's a stupid idea. And also, I was sleeping all day. I woke up at like 4 o'clock. So I have to do laundry at night because that's my life. Don't judge me. Don't judge my laundry habits. All right, love 15. Now my house smells like a dry cleaner's, right? Lovely. Is my washing machine in my kitchen like the UK? Yes. It's called a European laundry, all right? I have a European laundry, all right? I have a European laundry. I'm fancy, all right? It's not a kitchen washing machine. It's a European laundry, all right? And I'm an architect, I know. It's a technical term. It's called a European laundry. All right. 15-0. Anyways, we're back. Fritz is up 1-love. Shelton with a slice. Into the corner, Fritz. Shelton with a pass in the net. I tell you, Fritz is starting to get into this. 15-30. Yeah, exactly. It smells clean. My house smells very clean. 15-30. Ah, 15-30. Euro laundry, what is that? I just told you what it is. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. It's a great second serve straight into the body of Fritz. 30-0. Solid second serve from Shelton. 30-0. Serve again. Into the forehand of Fritz, but that's an ace. Went straight through Fritz's racket. 40-30. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Shelton, and Shelton whips up the line. 1-1. Laundry in the kitchen is the worst idea on earth. It's space saving. It's actually kind of practical. I'm sorry that I can't afford a separate room to wash clothes. I'm not a king, right? I don't live in a mansion, all right? I can't afford to have a separate room where my clothes are washed. Can you just think about that? That's a ridiculous waste of space. That is a ridiculous waste of space. Yeah, I just got a spare room where I just wash all my clothes. Yeah. Do you do anything else in there? No. I literally just clean my clothes. You have a whole room for that? Couldn't you just do that like in another room? No. I need a separate space for that. A whole room with a door? Like, what are you doing? You could do so much more in that room than wash clothes. Anyway, 15 all. Oh, what a dumb concept. You have a laundry. What? It's crazy. It's like a bathroom. Yeah, but a bathroom is practical. Like, you can't... I mean, you could try, but you probably couldn't, like, shower in the kitchen. It'd be kind of awkward. Anyway, slice goes into the volley of Fritz. Oh, Fritz missed it. Didn't need to hit it that hard, Fritz. 30-15. All right, 15-30. All right, 15-30. It is a touchy subject. My house is getting smaller by the day. 30 all. Not because I buy too much stuff. It's because it just is. All right, 30 all. You want a gift wrapping room? I guess 40-30. $40-30. As with a forehand now, cross court, wide by Shelton, 2-1. I live in an 80-meter square house, and washing machine is in the bathroom. Okay, well, fair enough. It's going to be an interesting night. Apologies, GGs. Yeah, are you going to watch the soccer, or is it too early? You don't have a gym in your house? Bro, I don't live in a mansion. I can't afford a gym in my house. Amazing return. Less serves by Fritz. Yeah. I'll tell you, we're going to get another one of those things. 5 a.m.? Yeah, that's the point. I'm going to just stay up and watch it. I'm sure wouldn't your house be going off at 5 a.m.? Gym room, laundry room, and chill room is a must-have. Who are you? The king of... What are you... Like, what the hell do you mean? You have how many rooms? How many rooms? You live in like 20... You live in Beverly Hills? What's up? What the hell? A chill room? Yeah, that's the same place as everything else. The only other room in this house. That's also where I eat and watch TV. All right, Shelton to serve. 2-1 Fritz in the final set. And Shelton serves. An ace down the tee, all right. You all are broke? How dare you? 15 love. I believe it's called frugal, right? I'm frugal. Or, whatever, cheap, whatever. Forehand of backhand rally. As the slice goes in the net by Fritz. 30 love. All right, 30 love. I'm going to fault second serve. Oh, double fault from Shelton. 30-15. The Prince of Poland. Oh, okay. 30-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Drop shot's good. Fritz with the passing shot win is better. 30-all. 30-all. Mirra snoring. Yeah, she's had enough. She's done. All right, 30-all. Shelton with the forehand. Fritz with a pass. Can't get it. Too strong by Shelton. 40-30. Maybe because Shelton just beat him last week. Well, that's true too. This would be a hell of an effort if... Remember, Fritz did have a... So, Shelton had a match point in the second set tiebreak too. 40-30. Ace-7-T, 2-2. Final set. Yeah. Mia's getting a beauty sleep, so then she can be going crazy for the USA-Australia match. All right, 2-0. It's Fritz with a great serve. 15 love. Just had a crazy thought. Betting companies just pay people to watch sports, except the contract is complicated. 15 love. You have an Australian soccer jersey for Mia? No, I do not. Unfortunately. Maybe if we win the World Cup. As it a forehand up the line to the forehand of Fritz. Backhand now from Shelton. Is good to the backhand of Fritz. Shelton forehand. Into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz in the net. And it's 15-all. When's Sabalenka's playing in, like, what, couple hours? All right, 15-all. It's football. I know it's football. Wow, Badosa is getting smoked. As it a forehand backhand rally. And the backhand in the net by Shelton. 30-15 Fritz. 30-15. We did beat Turkey. Apparently, well, actually, no, I know this for a fact because I was there last week. Amy Park and Marvel Stadium are going to be open at 5 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. for people to go watch the World Cup for Australia versus USA. They're going to open the doors and you can just walk in for free, like they came with Fed Square. That goes out by Shelton. Shelton's down again. This is the third time Shelton slipped in this match. He's okay, though. Thumbs up, but Shelton is slipping all over the place on the grass back there. Don't fall asleep for the big game. I definitely will not be asleep. I've been going to sleep at like 7, 8 a.m. the last 3 months. Well, that was a sketchy fall, that one. He's okay, though. But it is super, super slippery back there. 4-15. All right, 3-2. It's in that shade area, too, because down one half of the court, or one baseline, Shelton's just walking around wounded. Shelton is just like looking totally beat up. The tennis isn't on, though, isn't it? I'll be watching tennis instead. I can't go. I was planning on going, but then there's a match at like 2 a.m. that I got to watch, so unfortunately I can't go. I was planning on going. And also the station's shut, so I can't go. Can't take the train. Is Shelton on Sinner's side of the draw for Wimbledon? We don't know yet. It depends on what happens next week when the draw comes out. Wimbledon, yeah, it would depend on the Wimbledon draw. All right, 3-2 Fritz final set. Sorry, I couldn't fix the schedule. That's all right. If Badosa Noskova was the final match of the day, I would have been able to, probably would have been able to go. But the second they put Svitolina on the last match, it's like, brutal. Yeah, exactly, yeah. All right. All right. 3-2. Difference is, though, I can leave this one by herself. She can hold down the fort. All right, 3-2. Why is Demon losing to Hijikata? Wait, is he losing? Wait, are they playing? He's not even playing Hijikata, is he? Well, he was playing Nakashima. And he's losing to Nakashima. What the hell? This is a bad day. If the Aussies are already losing to Americans, this is a not good day. The bad starts to the day. This is bad. This is a bad day. It's already starting badly. Come on, Demon Orb. We need to beat Nakashima so then the Australian team can beat the US. It all depends on you. No pressure. All right, 15 love. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. That's all right. It's all good. It's okay. It'll be fine. We're going to be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Dirty love. As long as we're not live when the match starts, then we're all good. All right, 30 love Shelton. Forehand winner there from Shelton, and it's 40 love. Where do you watch the games? That's a great question. So you can actually watch this game on Tennis TV. The Tennis TV app there's a link down below. Or you can scan the QR code that it's about to pop up on the screen soon. And you can watch this match via the Tennis TV app. We're collaborating with them for the rest of the season. So make sure you download the app and you can watch it there. 4-15. As that goes to the net from Fritz, it's 3-0. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. I actually forgot. I'll check it out. Thank you. No, thank you. All right, 3-3. All right, it's getting serious now. 3-0. As Fritz serves again. All right, love 15. Fritz got to keep hold. Shelton and Fritz 3-1 to Shelton. Yeah, Fritz got to. I mean, Fritz has already saved a match point as well. So there's a return from Shelton. That's a great shot. Fritz gets it back, and then Shelton forehand cross court. Fritz with the pass is even better. Okay. Huge backhand from Fritz. That was going to be love 30. If he misses that, it's love 30. 15-0. Great defense by Fritz. Love 30. All right, 30-15. Nice serve again from Fritz. (30-15). By the way, have we had 0 breaks to serve? I don't think we've had 1 break yet. We've only had 1 break point. That's crazy. Fritz is the only one to face a break point in this whole match. 4-15. That's crazy. But also not surprising because these two guys serve. 4-15. As the return goes to forehand to Fritz. Up the line is a great shot. Shelton slices it back. But it goes long. Fritz 4-3. As he stays in front. All right. Winner of this will play Zverev or Collignon. Probably Zverev. Most likely Zverev. I feel like for this rivalry, it would be better if Fritz won. I think it would be more interesting if he won. Also, then they can play at Wimbledon and play a 5-set epic with 5 tiebreaks. And that'd be just great for, everybody. All right. Fritz kind of needs a win over Shelton, though. But yeah, he needs the win, too. I mean, this head-to-head's getting out of hand. But I think just for this rivalry, it'd be really fun. And also for the potential match at Wimbledon in a couple of weeks. Fritz kind of needs, Is Shelton, so Shelton and Sinner are not on the same side because we don't know. It's only Zverev and Sinner that we know they're not going to be on the same half, but we don't know about anything else. Fritz has semi-final points at Wimbledon to defend exactly. What's the rankings look if Fritz wins? Hang on. So if Fritz wins, he overtakes Djokovic to number 7, which doesn't really make any difference for Wimbledon. And that'll be the highest he can be ranked. If Shelton wins the tournament, he could overtake Auger-Aliassime to take that number 4 spot. But again, that doesn't really matter either because the only thing that Shelton needs is for de Minaur to lose so that he can be number 4. Well, that's the only thing that he can. And right now, de Minaur's losing, so this is working out very well for Shelton. Even if Shelton loses this match. All right, 4-3. de Minaur's struggling right now, exactly. So that's good for Shelton, even if he does lose this match. Shelton in the net with a backhand, love 15. We're at 0 breaks to serve in this match. Sabalenka plays in like an hour and a half as well, I think. I think that's the situation. Yeah. All right, love 15. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serve and volley from Shelton, but no need to volley. Fritz in the net. 15-0. All right, nice serve from Shelton, 30-15. 30-15. Also, Pliskova is playing today. All right, 40-15. As the return goes into the back end of Shelton. 4 now from Fritz. That's a winner. 40-30. Yeah, so yeah, Shelton and Fritz are not going to play Sinner until at least the quarterfinals. But worst case, quarterfinals. Best case, final. But yeah, they can't play each other until the quarterfinals anyway. And there's a bit of fault, second serve. Serve in the back of Fritz. Returns the slice to Shelton. Fritz with a forehand into the corner. And then that goes in the net by Fritz from Shelton with a slice. And we get to deuce. First time in a long time that we've had some pressure on Shelton. All right, deuce. Remember, no breaks to serve yet. As we get a serve and volley from Shelton. Too good. Too good. Advantage Shelton. Great serve and volley. Shelton to level this final set. Great volley. He just had Fritz going the other way, and then Fritz couldn't recover. Great volley. All right, nice serving. Shelton holds 4-0. All right. 4-4. As the return goes to the forehand of Shelton, backing up from Shelton to the slice of Fritz. Shelton comes to the net with the backhand slice. Up goes the lob by Fritz. Shelton with a smash. Fritz with the backhand pass. Shelton with a half volley pickup. It's too good. Beautiful shot. Shelton just points to the sky. Love 15. Great hands from Shelton. Love 15. Today's the day, Cam. Australia versus USA. Wait, is that today? Is that today? Are you serious? You're saying that is today? Oh my gosh. I had no idea. Lucky I'm wearing this shirt. That was a coincidence. Wow. Crazy. Anyway, it's 15-0. That's insane. I had no idea. Yeah, technically it's tomorrow because it's in Australia. It's tomorrow. All right, 15-0. That's crazy. Can't believe that's today. And I wore this shirt of all days. Who would have thought? That's insane. How lucky. How lucky. All right. 30-15. I refuse to believe it. No, it is happening today, apparently. I can't believe that. All right. 30-15. 30-15. All right, 30-15. You ready for that L cam? Now look here. You just shut your mouth. 30-all. You ready for that L? Are you ready for that humble pie? All right, 30-all. Fritz, big point here. Serve out wide the backhand of Shelton. Forehand for Fritz. Again to the backhand of Shelton. Fritz with a drop shot. Oh, Shelton's down, but Fritz in the net. That is the fourth time Shelton has slipped. And it's down that shady end again. But he gets a break point anyway. All right. Break point Shelton, only the second one of the day. 30-40. Since when are Australia colours orange and black? Isn't it green and gold? Yeah, that's definitely a you problem, and you probably no one has ever told you this, but you might be colorblind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you might be colorblind. 30-40. That's a good shot from Shelton up the line, but oh, it's in the nets. We get the deuce. Still no breaks. All right. We get the deuce. Fritz survives. As it's a great serve. Advantage Fritz to stay in front. Now at advantage Fritz. He serves a fault second serve. As a return goes back into Fritz. Slice from Shelton in the net. And Fritz stays in front. All right. 5-4. 5-4. Also, Demonor he's losing. Why do these things happen? Fritz is now hitting over where Shelton was slipping. Well, that's smart. That is a smart idea. All right. Shelton's going to serve to stay in the match now. But Shelton did have a match point in the second set tiebreak. This is why we don't watch Aussies? Exactly. This is exactly why we don't watch Demon. Or someone's like, oh, why do you watch a Demon? It's because this is why. Can you imagine if we're watching Demon right now? I would be tearing my hair out. I would have punched through the monitor and probably rage quit the stream. So that's why we don't watch. That's why we don't watch Aussies. I'm also hungry. Shelton number 4 seed. What a comedy he is. Not even top 20. I remember my first tennis match when I watched, and it took me a little bit of time to understand what rankings were and what everybody's skills were, but you'll get there. So you'll be okay. Just watch some more tennis. You'll figure it out. We all do. All right, Shelton serving to stay in this match. 5-4. Shelton serves. The return goes out by Fritz. 15 love. Passive-aggressive humor? Yeah. It is funny. To me. 15 love. As we to serve again. First serve the fault, second serve. All right, 15-all. 3 points away Fritz from winning this match. All right, 15-all. Shelton goes up the line with a forehand winner. It's 30-15. $30-15. Shelton serves. An ace. What can you do? 2-19 down the tee. 4-15. As we default second serve. Advanced Australia fair. Yes. Yes. All right. All right, 40-15. Shelton. By the way, 2.5 hours. I mean, it's been a long match, but the score's been long, so obviously. As a final from Shelton, open court at the slice of Fritz. Shelton with a slice of the line of the backhand of Fritz. Shelton backhand cross-court winner. And it's 5-5. All right, back to Fritz. Fritz sending Shelton to Mars. Okay. 5-all. Five. Now, chat, we've got like an hour and a half until we watch the next match. More importantly, we've got 7 hours until Australia play the United States of America in the World Cup. 5-all. 5-all. As return goes in the form of Fritz. Shelton with the backhand up the line. Fritz gets it with his backhand, but overhits it and is 11-15. All right, 11-15. As that goes out by Shelton, 15-0. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. 15-0. As the return from Shelton goes in the back of Fritz. Fritz overhits at 15-30. Ah, no, Demon lost. It's all somebody in chat's fault. I don't know whose, but it's somebody's fault. God damn it. Now it's 15-30. All right, great serve from Fritz. 30-0. What's my favorite Grand Slam? Wimbledon. What's keeping Demon in the top 10? Consistency. 30-0. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand for Fritz. Oh, did he hit it in? No, he missed it by this much. 30-40. 30-40. It's my laundry's fault. Hey, you leave my laundry alone. 30-40. As the return goes in the net. Good serve from Fritz. Deuce. I survive with what I have. Deuce. All right, there's a bit of backhand now from Fritz. Oh, he had an air swing. Okay, advantage Shelton. That just sucks for Fritz. Terrible bounce. All right. Advantage Shelton. Do I live alone? No, I have a dog. I have a wife. She's just not here right now. Advantage Shelton. As we return now from Shelton to the corner, Fritz. Shelton with the backhand. Into the nets. Back to Deuce. Now my wife, she's here sometimes. Honey, are you here? She's not here right now. She must be, you know how it is, chat. Just busy. She probably went out to the shop or something. She probably just gone down the shop. Advantage Fritz, good serve. She's just not here right now, but she is here when I'm not live. All right, Fritz hold, 6-5. All right, can Shelton get to the thing that we don't say? Cam's wife lives in Casablanca. What? I don't think so. Is that I don't think she does. I don't think she went there. It's a long way away. She went to wait for the stadium to open. Yeah, she's standing out the front of Amy Park in the rain for the next 4 hours. She's just saving me a seat. Yeah. That's exactly where she went. Yeah. Exactly where she is. She went to save me a seat at Amy Park to watch the World Cup. It's exactly where she went. Thank you. Yes. I forgot. It slipped my mind. That's exactly where she went. It's exactly where she is. Exactly, yes. All right, here we go. Shelton's going to serve to get to this thing that we don't say. Is this guy... Why'd you have to say the word? We don't say that word. What time's it play in Australia? It's 5 a.m. Starts at 5 a.m. in 7 hours. All right, serving to the forehand of Fritz. Slice from Shelton is the drop shot winner. And it's 15-love. Shelton serves again. Return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Oh, Shelton in the net this time with a slice. 15-0. Am I going to watch it? Of course. Of course. All right, Fritz is 3 points away. As return goes in the forehand of Shelton back into Fritz. Fritz in the net. All right, 40-15 Shelton to take us to the thing. We've had 0 breaks of serve in this match, by the way. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve, the back of Fritz. Return goes into the back of Shelton. Fritz wins the point, 40-30. 40-30. Serve. Fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Fritz. Slice from Shelton. Fritz going to get there. And Shelton with a lob. And Fritz can't volley. All right, we're going to a tie break. Who you got, chat? One shootout to decide the winner. All right. Remember, Fritz has already saved 1 match point. Already saved 1 match point in the second set. All right, nice serve from Fritz. 1-love. Shelton, Shelton, Shelton. Let's go crazy and comment on the football too. I am not going to be watching streaming football. I'll watch it though. I'll be sitting on my couch at 5 a.m. curled up watching, eating hotcakes and a breakfast burrito with a coffee. That's my, what is it? Saturday morning. First serve the fault, second serve. Serving to the forehand of Fritz. Forehand out from Shelton up the line. Fritz puts up a lob. And it's going to go wide and long, and it's 1-1. Winner of this might play Zverev, by the way. Yeah, Shelton is down the end that's in the shade, yeah. So he could slip over. That's a slippery side. For the first half of the tiebreak, and then the second half he'll go down the sunny end. Great serve. Great serve from Shelton. 2-1. I think Shelton's just making sure that the ball kid's okay. Yeah, Shelton's just saying if the ball kid's okay because the ball kid got absolutely nailed. He's I tell you what, putting on a brave face. Good for him. All right. Nice hitting from Fritz, 2-2. All right, 2-2. There's a bit of fault, second serve. As the return goes backhand of Fritz. Forehand from Shelton up the middle to the forehand of Fritz. Shelton backhand. Again to the forehand of Fritz. Shelton. Forehand in the net. 3-2 Fritz. 3-2 Fritz. By the way, Noskova got the win. Straight sets. So Noskova will take on the winner of Eala and Svitolina. All right, 3-2. Remember, it's only first to 7 because we're not playing a Grand Slam. Which I know is a super confusing rule, but it is what it is. What it is. First to 7. Shelton serves. Too strong. 3-3. Will my wife be there? Beware. Where is my wife going to be? Beware. At the, what? Watching this. She's what? What? Three all. 2 hours and 45 minutes played. Remember, the winner of this might play Zverev. If Zverev wins today. Ken, why do you have a one-handed backhand? I don't know. Because when I was getting coached as a kid, I refused to hit with 2 hands, and they just gave up on me. 3-0. Like actually, that's the reason. Like, I kept doing this when I hit the backhand. I kept letting go of the racket, and they're like, no, 2 hands all the way through. And I'm like, I just couldn't do it. I just was like, nah. So they're like, all right, we'll teach you a one-handed backhand. And here I am. 4-3 Fritz. He gets the mini break. He's 3 points away from taking a much-needed win over Shelton. He needs this win. 4-3. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Return goes in the forehand of Fritz. Shelton backhand pass. That goes in. Or hits the net and goes wide. Whoa, that was lucky. All right, 5-3. 5-3. Two points away. As a backhand return. Goes into the forehand of Fritz. Shelton backhand again to the forehand of Fritz. Shelton backhand goes in the net. Fritz has got 3 match points. Remember, Fritz saved a match point in that second set tiebreak. And now he's 1 point away from playing potentially his favorite player to play. I'll tell you, Zverev Fritz is a very interesting match as it stands right now after Zverev just won Roland Garros. He's about to play his boogeyman, his sleep paralysis demon. But Fritz has got to win one more point. 6-3. Shelton serves into the back of Fritz. Shelton with the forehand. In the net, Fritz wins. What a win from Fritz. He lost to Shelton last week. He lost to Shelton after having match points in Dallas earlier in the season. And he takes out Shelton. This is one of the best rivalries going around. I love this rivalry. They've played 3 times this year, and they've all been epic. They've all been important matches as well. Fritz gets the win, saves a match point, and he screams to the crowd, and he might have to play Zverev tomorrow, which we all know is a very fun matchup. We love that match. Good fight back. Still a good season from good grass preparations from Shelton, though. He's got a title. He made a quarters here. But that's just a very solid comeback win for Taylor Fritz. And he needed that for this rivalry, because We're starting to get away from him. All right, GG's. Nice work. Nice work. All right. If y'all leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We've got Sabalenka coming up in like an hour. I'm sad. Oh my God. I'm so. Wait, what? It'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll get over it. Zverev is also on crazy streak. Yeah. Zverev Fritz right now is just such a good. That's such a fun matchup. That is such an interesting matchup. All right. Such a close match, mutual respect and friendship between Ben and Taylor. Yeah, I mean they're the two best Americans in the world on the men's side, so it's great. Do I see Djokovic winning Wimbledon? It depends on his draw. Now Fritz has overtaken Djokovic in the rankings, hasn't he? So that's interesting. Fritz just a natural on grass? Yeah. I tell you, that's very Fritz match. If we get it tomorrow, that is going to be really, really fun. It'll be a really fun matchup. Fritz kind of needed that win over Shelton, so I'm happy for him. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely more important for Fritz to win that one. He needed that win for sure. I don't think Sinner winning Wimby either. Really? Okay. Now hopefully we get to see him beat Zverev. I'll tell you, if he just that match is just a classic. I don't think they've played since grass last year, right? I don't think they've played since last year. That's his 35th top 10 win, Fritz. Nice. Yeah, it's very Fritz is a great matchup. I don't think Sinner not winning Wimbledon. That's a wild take. Ready to see Sinner play his first match? Or yeah, well, we'll see what happens with that because the draw comes out in a week. We'll go from there. Demon wasted a chance to be top 4 seed. Yeah, I mean, even worse now because if he had won and Shelton lost, Demon's 4, right? Brutal. By the way, no breaks to serve in that match at all. It was a great contest between two of the best servers on the world. Unbreakable serves. Shelton didn't even face a break point. So it was a hell of a match. And yeah, we've got Sabalenka coming up in like an hour. And then the winner of this plays Zverev. Zverev's playing now. And then, of course, we've got the big match coming up later with Eala and Svitolina. The winner of that will play Noskova. And if you're an Eala fan, you know Noskova. You know well and true. You know about Noskova. All right. Felix survives, staying in fourth now that Shelton and Demon are out. Yeah, but but Shelton gets promoted, right? Shelton's gonna because Alcaraz is out, so it goes Sinner, Zverev, FAA, Shelton. That's the top 4 seeds. And Demon had a chance to be number 4 in the seeds. We're talking about the seeds of Wimbledon. We're not talking about rankings. Like Shelton's number 4 seed because Alcaraz is out, right? Do you think Fritz can beat Zverev? Yes. I do think he can beat Zverev. Both of these guys earned a fan to me. Yeah, these guys are great. And it'd be awesome if one of them won a Grand Slam in the next couple of years, because even though American tennis has been winning slams on the women's side for decades, the men's side has that drought. And I feel like if you just got like a Fritz or a Shelton winning a Grand Slam for the men on the American side, when America's doing well at sports, they talk about it. So, especially if it's on the men's side as well. You know, on the women's side, they've been doing great, obviously, with Coco and Keys and Pegula and plenty of players, but they need a men's champion too to just really light up get the tennis back in vogue in America, right? What's everyone's bet on this one? On which one? Now, Wimbledon don't do that special seeding anymore. That was such a wild time to try and figure all that out. I remember doing that like 2-3 years ago. It was crazy. Oh, you're just talking about right? That's right. Yeah. Now we're talking about people are talking about the seed, like 4th seed, because that's super important for not playing Sinner until the semis, right? He has beaten Zverev the last 7 times. I know, that's crazy. And it'll be such an interesting match right now because Zverev is on, is playing, or is being played the best tennis of his life, just won the biggest trophy of his career, and then he's got to play his, his boogeyman, right? Sinner is simply unbeatable except for heat. Yeah, Sinner should win Wimbledon. It'd be crazy if he didn't. Anonymous.
Not facing break point and losing is crazy, NGL.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for the $2. Zverev versus Fritz needs to play more often on clay. Yeah, that would be interesting. But Fritz doesn't win enough to play on Zverev on clay. That's a problem. Why is this match favorable for Fritz? What, the Zverev match? Just a psychological advantage, right? After winning so many times against Zverev. Zverev still has to win his match, though. Zverev's not in the semis yet. By the way, Umber and Medvedev are finishing their match. Do you need two hands to win in a wheelchair race, chat? Probably. Otherwise, you're just going around in circles. We said Sinner was a sure thing at Roland Garros. Anything can happen at Wimbledon. He is a sure thing at Wimbledon. Like, you could, by the way, you could say that about anyone, anytime, anything. Like, saying like, oh, anything could happen. Yeah, anything could happen. But doesn't mean that Sinner's not like super favorite. But like, yeah, you're right. Anything could happen. Exactly. Anything could happen. But like 95% chance that the anything doesn't happen and he wins. Like, if those things don't happen, he wins, right? You know? If it's not hot and he doesn't get sick, he'll win. Like, that's it. Svitolina Swiatek win Wimbledon. Svitolina would be interesting. That'd be cool to see her win. Wimbledon is up for grabs. Wimbledon is definitely up for grabs. There's no favorite. Unless Sabalenka wins Berlin, then she'll be the favorite. But, yeah. Sinner's not a sure thing in best of 5. All right. Look, if you all want to doubt Sinner, and you all want to think that Sinner's not going to win Wimbledon, go for it. You want to all, like, doubt Sinner, go for it. But I'm not going to doubt this guy. He is ridiculous. You all want to doubt Sinner, it's fine. You don't trust Sinner, pick Zverev. Pick somebody. Who are you going to pick then? That's what I want. Okay, if you're not going to pick Sinner because you're all worried that he's not going to win now because he lost one match. Who you got now? Who's winning Wimbledon then? Make a pick. Or are you all saying this and then going to pick him anyway? Like, are you going to be like, oh, he cramps, or he gets sick, but I'm going to pick him anyway? Like, okay, then what's the point in making up all these problems? Like, are you going to pick someone else? Alcaraz isn't there. You going to pick Djokovic? I mean, maybe pick Djokovic. I can see that. But, like, are you all saying, like, Sinner's not a sure thing, but then you're going to pick him anyway? Like, then what's the point? Sinner's going to obliterate everyone. I don't bet. But if I had to bet with him without dropping a set, I think he'll drop a set or two. But I don't think. I mean, I'm the same. I'm thinking, shit. He's like betting against Sinner is crazy because he lost one match. You know. Also, if you're going to bring up his record in 5 sets, you're going to have to take people. People have to take him to the 5th. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, his 5-set record is definitely not as good as other players, and it's definitely, but you have to get him to the 5th. Like, good luck getting him to the 5th. Also, what's his 5-set record from 2024 onwards? Because his 5-set record sucked before 24. But what's his record in, like, from 2024 onwards? Is it still bad, or is it sort of even? Because he lost a lot of matches early in his career in 5. But, like, from 2024 onwards, that's the relevant experience, right? That's when he became this guy that we all know now. Like, is his record still like is it like 3-3, or is it 4-3, or what is it now? We know that he lost at least 3 matches in 5. Recently, but he won that match against Medvedev in 5, so that's one for him. I don't know if he's won any other 5-setters recently. Can't think. But again, like, you got to take Sinner to 5. So, oh yeah, I'll beat him in the 5th. All right, good luck. Get there. You get there first. You got to get there. Try get there. You know, it's like you're thinking like it's so easy. Sinner, no doubt, ought to win, but he's not invincible. Oh yeah, we're not talking like he's not like Djokovic automatic, but still, betting against Sinner is crazy. By the way, chat, I just want to know, is anybody not picking Sinner? And if you're not picking Sinner, who are you picking at Wimbledon? Like, who is your pick for Wimbledon? I want to see. Because, like, a lot of people are doubting Sinner, so I want to know. Who are we picking? Who are we picking for Wimbledon on the men's side? Who are we picking? Before the draw comes out, obviously we can change our minds, right? Because the draw is going to be important. But I want to know right now. I want to just know because it feels like a lot of people are going against Sinner, or at least saying things against Sinner that Novak. Okay, hey, look, I can totally understand where you're coming from. All right, Sinner, Roger. Okay, well you're out. Djokovic, Nole, not Sinner, then Djokovic. Nole has no shot. Okay. Medvedev. Medi's actually an interesting pick. I like that. If he gets a decent draw, Medvedev's actually not a bad pick. He has done well at Wimbledon before. Fritz, okay, I like that too. Zverev has a chance. I don't know. Zverev, if Zverev wins Halle, I'll be up there. But Jack Draper, okay, is he playing? We don't know if he's playing. Big foe. Am I streaming more matches tonight? Yeah, I've got another match in about 45 minutes. We're going to watch Sabalenka in about 45. And then we've got this big match at 1:30 in the morning. Yeah. Going to be doing... We've got Sabalenka coming up at 11:30 p.m. Australia time. Zverev went out first round last year. Exactly. I'd like to see Djokovic if anybody else. Okay. Even though Nole lost first early at Roland Garros, he displayed a high level of tennis and proved he can maintain over 5 hours. Yeah. What happened to Demon? He's been playing really bad. He lost, and I don't want to talk about it. Doing it USA Australia watch along? Nah. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Hell no. I'm going to sit on my couch and watch that and enjoy it or turn it off and go to sleep. Like, depends. I'm not doing a stream. Hell no. Hell no. I'm watching a World Cup soccer match with a football match with Australia. Hell no. I will watch that in silence, alone, with my dog. All right. We'll be back in about 45 minutes to watch Sabalenka taking on Bartunkova. And then we've got the big Eala versus Svitolina matchup. But Fritz wins. Saves a match point in the middle. Comes back. Beats Shelton. Gets some revenge over what happened last week in Stuttgart. And he's potentially playing Zverev, who is about to begin. And we'll keep an eye on that result as well as we go on. But solid win for Fritz. Really needed that win as well.